We are getting ready to go here again. We're getting ready to start up our second week. We actually made it through the first week without too many rotten tomatoes, so we'll try it again this week and see if people have better aim.
Maybe I'll do something better than just harass some old lady.
I harass myself worse than anybody else does. Yes, last week, as they said on Dragon Ball Z or on Cursive Strahd, the Dawnwatch team managed to foment a revolution. You say you want a revolution, and they've got the entire town in an uproar. The half the people are storming off one way and half another. The ones in the square are throwing rocks at the Baron and Isaac Strasny that they have put into stocks, as well as at Heinrich von Vonderhoff, who was the coffin maker, or is currently still alive and the coffin maker. His shop has been burned down. He's in the stocks after people found out what he was up to. And the guards are currently trying to keep the people from killing the Baron, so they're attempting to stand between the large group of crowd, the large tokens there, and the Baron and his cohorts that are in the stocks. Our friendly neighborhood druid, Victor, finally came down off the roof after being attacked by a flock of ravens and is joining in the fight that has started up impromptu with the Lady Wagner, who apparently has a lot of ulterior motives going on. It appears from the sound of voices and the various things that you heard that her sons were involved in releasing the tiger from the wagon, Rictavio's wagon, in the stockyards. The tiger came bounding into the festival, and after being threatened with arrest, Rictavio threw himself onto the tiger and ran out of Valaki. You're not quite sure where he went. You'll have to find out what's going on with that. Meanwhile, this riot began. The various things happened with it, and we are currently in this battle with Lady Wagner. As far as our intrepid adventurers go this week, we are still missing Jason, but for a very good reason. His wife is in the hospital getting ready to have a baby, so we will allow him to miss tonight. The rest of our party is here and ready to go, and we'll see what happens tonight. Anybody have any comments before we get started?
Viva la revolución!
Oh God.
Weren't a couple of us closer to these guys over here?
Yes, I don't think that last week we were doing a lot of theater of the mind, so I don't think our character portraits are entirely accurate as to where our characters are actually standing.
Where they were last week was not entirely accurate. That's true. The map ended about here last week. It was very short. I have expanded the map, and so where you were standing, Dirok was over observing the mess with Henrik, so I'm trying to have him
afterwards.
After what?
After that, no, I was close enough to hit that. Lady that was up against.
All right.
The Baron.
This is true. I remember that.
Yes, I do too. So put it within. She moved a little bit, so you might be back. Yeah, right about in that area.
So we're closer to about.
I know that I'm within 30 feet because she was right next to me.
I attempted to put things, since I expanded the map, I attempted to put people about in the position where I thought they would be, with the edge of the map being there, and we had to adjust with that.
Now, the person. I'm just reminding myself. The person that we were chasing after was the one I also decided to shoulder puppet the Strahd
Yes.
thing with.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would have been close to where she originally was. Or
Right, so
at least
you'd be
pushed away
about
from-
where Dirok and Vlad are because that was where most of that was occurring. So somewhere in that
Yeah,
area,
I
and
got
then
up behind her.
POTUS keeps trying to catch up to her, and she keeps moving further. I'm not quite sure how close you were to her. You did a long distance attempt
Yeah.
to duel her.
Yeah, what had happened was I tried to use a compelled duel as a bonus action against her, and then she succeeded against that, and so I closed the distance because she only moved about 30 feet away. So I closed the distance and then smacked her with that divine smite that you see ahead.
Very good. So yours is
So
approximately where it needs
I'm
to be.
right on. I should be right on top of her.
All right, then you need to be
About
up.
right here, where that 30 feet is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move you
So-
up a little closer. She's up here.
Well, no, she was right here, and then
I
she ran this
understand
way.
that. I had to move the map because we were all theater of the mind. So
Okay.
this is really where the positioning would have been
Okay.
with where we were last week. I had to expand the map.
Got it.
You guys,
Got
as usual, wrote the story in a different direction, so I had to adjust
Of course.
some of the things that we were seeing.
That's
So,
what we're best at, though.
absolutely. That's
Well,
why I
no,
love
we're
you.
best at burning shit down that doesn't belong to us.
Oh,
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'll go with that.
Listen, this isn't Storm King.
Well,
Wait, I don't think you were in Storm King.
Well, no, but we burned down the Death House. We burned down the Crypt Keeper's place.
don't
we
worry, Storm King. There were a lot
almost
more
succeeded
things
in
that we
breaking
burned
down the church.
We nearly murdered it.
And
Well,
another
one of
church,
us-
actually, now that I think
one of-
about it.
One of us nearly murdered an innkeeper because
For
he's a
you, it was
goddamn
the
shot.
most
No.
important session of your life. For us,
He
it
was murdered.
merely Sunday.
He was dead. You brought him back to life.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not this campaign.
Please God, no.
I'm not the cleric this time. Ta-da!
Now, bringing people back to life is my job.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let me die.
Let me
In
die.
any
I need
case-
to be a tiefling so I can use my horns.
all right. We will, now that we've finally gotten our pieces moved back to where they're more appropriate to what we were doing, we will continue as if this was exactly what we were doing last week. It was actually Victor's turn when we left off. Victor had come down off the roof and was eyeing what was going on and deciding he might get involved. The Mardikovs had attempted to pull him out of the fray and get him out and back towards the Blue Water Inn, but Victor decided to remain in the square and had gone up on the roof. Apparently he's going to.
Yeah, he didn't want to get lynched.
So,
GTFO'd.
are you writing that or are you being that?
Yeah, so a burly white warhorse with amber eyes charges towards the group. Just go ahead and put me wherever 120 feet of movement would put me. Because I'm gonna take a dash action after wild shaping.
Well, you can get all the way to Lady Voctor if that's what you're interested in.
All right. So in that case, yeah, I'll get all the way over there. I won't be able to attack if I'm using the dash action. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there and kind of turn an intense look at the POTUS, as if to say, "Get the fuck on."
I mean, dude, if you're gonna go that far, you might as well ass block her with the horse. Just get in her way. Where she
No,
can
no,
just
no,
run
no.
past you.
Hold on, no. No, hold on. This is something we've wanted to do for like 3 years.
This
Okay.
is something we've been trying to do for 3 campaigns.
Have at it.
It better not be hitting him with the horse.
I mean, if you
'cause
want,
that's my idea.
see, here's the thing. If you want to if you still have an attack action, you can try to knock her on her ass, and then we can just like tie her up to the horse and then drag her back to the town and be like, "This is what happens when you worship Strahd."
Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell me, Anna. Did it take 60 feet or less to get to her from wherever I was off screen, or did it take between 60 and 120? Because that determines whether I can make like a charging attack.
Well, I'm measuring from your Victor token to her. You can measure for that.
Okay, I just wasn't sure how accurate that was since I was actually, kind of out of the fray entirely. If it's only like 55 feet, like it shows, then I will go ahead and make a trampling charge at Lady Wachter, which let's see. So I need to make a hooves attack, which is broken. So let me do this manually. As before, I have, Savage Attacker, so there's going to be 2 damage rolls. Take the higher one.
Well, damn.
Oh no, Mike. The test was a test. I was trying on something. That's all.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and roll the damage again for the. Well, I guess just add them up. Just 20 for crit. And she is going to have to make a DC 14 strength save or be knocked prone. And
Okay.
if she's prone, then I can make another attack with my hooves as a bonus action.
Strength save, you said, right?
Yep.
Break her legs.
17.
We'll break our legs.
Bummer. All right. Burly white warhorse comes charging into Lady Wachter and smacks her about with its hooves, and then turns and gives the POTUS an intense look.
And Manny, I guess. Okay, so she took the 20 damage, but was not knocked prone, correct?
Correct. If she was knocked prone, I'd be able to make a second hooves attack. But while if we keep chasing her, I'm going to be able to keep making, the minimum 20-foot movement and keep doing it.
And eventually it will happen.
Yes.
And we are now up to Vlad. What's Vlad going to do?
Vlad, she's not on the ground. So, let's just go with my tried and true Sacred Flame. Actually, know what? No, I'm going to walk up to her, mace out, and smack her in the face. Where's my mace? There it is.
Okay, she took 6 damage.
As she's reeling away from that, Vlad says, "Surrender to us."
She looks at you and glares through the blood on her face. And meanwhile, you hear the angry mob attacking the Baron and a bunch of guards desperately trying to keep the Baron from getting hurt.
Still don't regret that.
They will actually hit him for another 3 damage. Baron is in bad shape. He's probably very close to unconscious.
I forgot about the Baron.
I still don't regret it.
Oops.
Nah.
Maybe probably stop that. It's just
Or
maybe.
not.
Well, I mean, the bear wasn't totally a bad guy. He was just an idiot. Can't really blame idiocy for.
So just think of it this way: they're just having a new vote.
Mob vote, yep.
I don't think it really voted, but
And Dirok, how are you going to vote now that it's your turn?
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, sorry. Quick OOC. But we should at least try to save his bodyguard because we might get some more information because
That's the only thing I was going to do. Is I was going to yell at Isaac to stop being a bitch and use healing word.
Well, Isaac is in the stock as well.
I know.
Yeah.
Like keep him alive with healing word.
Or you could try,
All
like,
right.
stopping the angry mob, but whatever.
You're going to call to
Continue.
Isaac to use healing word?
No, my turn is over. I'm talking about future in the future.
Okay. Because Isaac doesn't have healing
Absolutely.
word.
Yes, I
Duroc,
have
Alright,
healing.
anyway,
Cast it on
Duroc,
Isaac in the future.
Duroc, what are you going to do?
Yep. So Lady Wachter, she is still defiant.
Yeah, she's pretty bloody, but it looks like she's getting ready to do something.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Derek is gonna charge up within the 30 feet, fly into a rage. That's exactly what it sounds like. And
Yes, you hit her. By golly.
all right.
She looks in really bad shape now. She looks like she just barely is on her last gasp. You have anything else?
Nope, that's it.
As she is stumbling to her knees, what she does is she raises her voice and yells out, "Cape majesto, vorodopi vord, Elizaites!" And
Does
out,
anyone have silence?
No, what
I mean, I
language
could
is that?
take her head, and then she could be silent.
and if you give me 1 second here.
Oh, we speak 4 languages, not 3. Okay.
Blah, blah,
Celestial,
Oh!
Common, Draconic, and Abyssal.
Oh!
What happened?
No.
Oh,
nothing,
okay. That's what
Nothing.
happened.
Nothing.
Uh.
Things.
No, I think I got the same message that you did.
Yeah. Was it meant to go to me? Just to be on the safe side?
I'm pretty sure, because remember Death House, we both spoke Abyssal, so we
Abyssal.
both knew
Yeah,
what we were saying.
yeah.
We both got the same message.
Yeah.
And out of thin air, right next to her, there
Oh,
is
God.
what appears to be a rather good-sized imp.
I'm having flashbacks to this week's episode of Death March. It went a lot like this.
And I've got to change something here. I've got the tokens a little bit wrong. That's going to disappear, and this one's going to appear. There we go. And the imp proceeds to immediately attack. And it throws itself, let's see, it is going to attack. Oh, she is also going to use a bonus action to heal herself.
No, she's not. I'm kidding. I have nothing to stop her.
I don't get calloused by it. Sorry. Damn these good potatoes.
And the imp now proceeds to attack the last one that injured her, so he's going to attack
Bye,
Duroc.
Oh, Derek.
Nope,
Okay.
I am raging.
I mean, you're still attacking. You just take half damage.
Depending on what it is, though.
No, it's. I'm
Well,
raging.
yeah,
I'm
it
so
is.
furious. You dare not even hit me.
Yeah, try it.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna go after you next.
it missed.
See? It works.
He was intimidated by Daryl.
The
pretty
guards
much.
begin to attack the townsfolk because they're trying
Oh,
to
dear,
protect
okay.
the Baron. And so they will attack the front row of the townsfolk and attempt to get them to stop their attacks. So they launch with spears into the group. And they will do 8 damage in the group of front. This is groups of ones, and the front group there took 8 damage to its members. Some of them fall down unconscious, and some of them are still going, but they're beginning to push and shove with the guards in the front rank there. Sylvia, what are you going to do?
I had an idea. I'm trying to measure it out real quick. Given that I'm hearing her chant stuff in Abyssal, I'm just going to start screaming as per usual and cast Shatter. And the second
I like the idea of the screaming being the shatter.
Yeah, well, it says if it actually posts, which it's not for whatever reason. Yeah, so some loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts at a point of your choice. I'm gonna cast it like over here because it's a 10-foot radius from that point.
So you're trying to hit her and
I'm
the
gonna hit
imp,
her and the imp.
but not
Yeah.
the horse.
Yeah, not the horse.
Well, the horse, of course.
Creature must make a Constitution saving throw, or take 3d8 thunder damage on failed save, or half if succeeds.
Okay, so it's thunder damage. I was waiting to see what kind of damage.
Sorry, I had to go through it for whatever reason. It did not want to post, so I'm sitting here going, "Hello, roll 20. Could you actually work today?"
And I've got to. What you need to do during the week is take your spells off and reload them from the
I'm thinking so.
compendium, because it's probably just gone
Just
off.
being buggy as bug.
Okay, I had to look at some
3d8.
resistances there. Okay, so what was the save roll again, please?
Constitution. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered out from the point I made must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature then takes the thunder damage.
She really saved. She crit saved max. She nat 20'd. And let me see about the imp.
Excuse me.
It rolled exactly the same. 20. They both rolled 21 crit, natural 20. That I'm looking. I'm like, is that true? Yes, both of them rolled 21. So what do they take on a save? Any?
They take half as much damage on a successful one.
And what was the damage? Was 11, so they will take 5.
Unless the creature is made of any inorganic material as stone, crystal, or metal.
Doesn't apply.
Which I doubt, so.
Doesn't apply on them. Anyway, they both took the 5 damage. Opodus.
Okay, yeah, Epodus is going to use his attack action to try to knock her onto the ground.
Okay.
Just like shoulder checker?
He's using the you can replace an attack you have with a shove action, and shove can be push 5 feet back or try to knock her.
Yes. I'm talking about in character, you're just like shoulder checking her?
Yeah, it's shield to the face.
Oh, there you go. That'll work.
It did not succeed. She managed rather desperately to duck. Her various sycophants now decide that this has gone quite far enough, and they begin to decide that they need to defend her. So all of a sudden, from behind you, you get attacks.
Uh-oh, Sylvia.
They're basically going to attack various ones. The one that got injured, that's the furthest back, they're kind of hung back, that one is going to attack Sylvia. It's going to throw a spiritual weapon at her.
Question.
Yes.
How many did start out? Because I thought I killed one.
You didn't read the messages that I had up. I said that I had very quickly put up commoners, and when I looked at their stats, they are not commoners. So your hit did not kill it. However,
okay.
it is badly. It's injured.
Weak.
It is injured, but
okay.
it is not dead.
Okay.
I'd like to quickly reaction a cutting words on the first person that tries to hit me.
Okay, you can do it on that person that missed, but you can do your cutting words action. Reaction.
Oh, would it be, should I save it for, can I save it for the first person that actually hits me, or?
You have to say it before the attack, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just take the hits. It's okay.
It missed anyway, so it's, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to make it too complicated. It was like, oh no.
And
Granted, it's only a cantrip, but
double thing. That was a bonus, so it gets an actual hit. It is going to cast and inflict wounds now on you. And 15. What's your armor class? 14.
Armor class is 14. Oh wait,
actually,
wait a second. Yep, 14.
Hits you for 17 necrotic damage.
Oh! No, that's not good.
Are you still alive? Up?
Oh, she's good. She's good. She's got 4 whole points.
She's got a little sliver of health.
Yeah, I only have 21 health. Just saying.
What a coincidence! Me too.
The second one will repeat the action on, let's do it on a POTUS. On the second one there, it does its inflict wounds and its spiritual weapon.
Sorry, what?
You're getting inflicted wounds upon.
Okay.
Alright, the inflicted wounds missed. The spiritual weapon was a 16, which I don't think hits.
Doesn't hit. I have 19.
So both of those attacks missed. Vlad, your turn.
What about Victor?
Don't forget me. Also, POTUS, why did you not get on the warhorse?
Because he's not fluent in intense looks.
What's your armor, Vlad?
Well, I did not get on the
18.
warhorse because I was trying to knock her down, and then when that didn't work, I forgot to get on the horse. Yay, real talk.
Say that again, Vlad. You got talked over.
18, 1-8.
Could I... Yeah, never mind. I'll do it on my next turn.
Both of those attacks missed you. And the last one will
I am
attack.
the Maid of Belfast!
The last
Wait,
one
wrong
will.
campaign.
The last one will attack the warhorse. And it missed very badly. So only Sylvia got blasted. And
So, curiosity, are they still all standing together like that little cluster, or did they get closer to do stuff?
they're pretty close together, yes, except for the one that's lagging behind, because they were following after her and wound up, scurrying along in a little group like that. Victor.
Okay, just checking.
All right. The pale horse is going to go ahead and make another. Let's see. Is Lady Wachter like? Is she using any like normal weapons?
Not yet, although you can see a mace hanging at her side.
Okay, so would I take any like real attack of opportunity by backing up?
She could
Yes.
punch you.
Yeah. No, she can. She can lift her weapon. It's not laying on the ground or anything. It's right there where she could whack with it.
But it's
Oh,
not in her
she
hand.
doesn't have to draw it on her. Doesn't she have to draw it on her turn to use it in a reaction?
No, not if it's there, and any more than you guys have to when you have a sword at your side.
Huh. All right then.
All right.
I shouldn't mess around. I don't have a whole lot of HP in this form. So, I will go ahead and try trampling her again. Whoops, I clicked the hooves thing on that instead of the one I just made. Do.
Okay, so 18, and then the strength thing. All right, she is down.
Ignore the. I hate to say it, but no strength save this time because it's not
Doesn't
a
matter.
charge.
She's down. She's unconscious.
Nice. All right, so I am going to kind of keep a hoof on her and look over at her followers threateningly. Kind of as
Horse
smug as
intimidation?
a horse can possibly look.
And Vlad, it's your turn.
Vlad is, now that the main head, per se, is down, Vlad will turn to, let's see, if he moves away, he cannot be attacked because there's no one within range, right?
No, there isn't, because even the imp is out of range.
Okay, so Vlad will then jog over to Sylvia, put a hand on her shoulder, and shove him behind her, casting, where is it? Cure Wounds at 2nd level. I just need to find it. There it is. Okay, that only rolled it once, so let me roll it again. So a total of 10 then, because I wouldn't add my bonus a second time. But I also get the +2 plus spell level, so it would be total of 14 points healed from my domain.
Brings me back up to 18.
Yes.
Like, oh god, that was like 17 point. What?
And
my brain
then-
said me. Yeah, how to do this? So you said 14 points? No.
14
Yes,
points
14
total
points.
you just got back.
Yeah,
Brought you up to
okay.
18.
With both pluses
then
and
Vlad
minuses,
will-
it's right
go ahead.
back to where it looks like they're on the screen.
And then, after shoving Sylvia behind him, Vlad will brandish his mace in the face of this closest sycophant, or whoever this is, and say, "Your leader is down. Surrender now, and you may live." And can I try to roll intimidation for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I assist to give him advantage?
Because
Okay.
I have intimidating horse behind me. Do a little whinny. Did I get that advantage?
No, but you would
Oh.
get a help roll if you want to use a help roll, but that would be about it. So you weren't all that intimidating, and let's see how good
They haven't noticed that she's
are.
actually on the floor yet.
They're not rolling great, but they are rolling more than 3. They rolled, respectively, the 3 in that group rolled a 9, a 6, and a 5.
Yeah. Well, I'm done then. There's nothing left I can do.
Okay. And we are up to an angry mob. That
We
now,
have bigger problems than the angry mob.
Now the angry mob are
What about the imp?
the imp isn't up yet.
I
What?
thought he went right after her on the
He goes
turn.
right
Her
after.
turn isn't up yet.
She hasn't came yet.
It isn't his
Oh wait,
turn.
sorry, I'm looking too far down. My
She's
bad.
lagging
I
now.
was scrolled too far down.
She's lagging.
The angry mob is now angry at the soldiers, and they are doing a major. They are starting to get really mad. There is all-out war breaking out behind you. Basically, they are now furious with the soldiers for attacking them, and they are launching into wrong one. This one. So the whole group of them, which is about 50 of them there in that group, all proceed to start throwing their rocks at the soldiers.
This is not the Baron.
I could care less about the Baron. I sort of want to
Oh,
keep
hey.
Isaac alive.
What happened to Hanrik? Is he dead yet?
He's right there with him.
He's still
Well, yeah,
alive,
but I don't know
but
if
he's bleeding very
Oh
badly.
my god. Villagers, you got one job.
And
I'm gonna have to kill him myself.
3 of the groups managed to hit guards for a total of, I gotta see how many of these guards go down or whatever. Looks like we've got 24. Basically, 2 guards went down in that attack. So you've basically got an all-out war going on now between the villagers. They are quite angry. Dirok, you're up.
Alright, so Lady Walker's down, but not down.
Right, she's
She's not
down.
dead. She's down.
She is down.
I have a theory that killing her will make the rest of the her guards, stop attacking.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead and try.
And to get rid of that imp as well, I'm assuming. So, that is what Dirok is going to do.
Yes, by golly, you killed her in cold blood.
Alright. Can we say that that swing was also taken off her head?
That's yes.
I hope
Yes.
someone. I hope you have Speaker's dead.
And you are correct. With that, the imp vanishes. He poofs out of existence.
The warhorse can't help himself as it licks its lips.
And her 4
I have the
followers
head, you can
are
have the
looking very startled. They don't quite know what to do with themselves.
I know I already used my action, so I can't do an intimidation or anything. Just, I guess, a suggestion. Dirok will grab her head and look at her guards and say, "Stand down, or you
What are
will
you
join
doing
with
grabbing
her."
heads? First it was the time of the church, and now here.
Oh,
It's an orc thing.
I'm an orc.
He's
I'm an orc.
an orc and a barbarian. What else?
Yeah.
That's
Bloody
right.
heads and all. Bloody heads and all that.
This is also all part of my plan. I was planning on trying to get the killing blow so that I can do something else later.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
No, I'm serious. I didn't know if we were gonna do.
That's fine. Yes, sure. I believe you. You have some devilish scheme.
Well, not really devilish. It's very simple. Oh, I'm done, by the way. So I have the head.
I'm adding up attacks here. The guards on the. Wow, they all.
Yeah, the
hit.
guards are fighting with civilians.
Yeah, they
so.
all. And
Oh,
they
that's what you're
all
doing.
hit.
Okay.
So we have got a lot of dead villagers. A lot of dead villagers. I've got to add up here how many we've got. Probably about
Jeez.
half that group that was there went down. There's probably only
Oh.
about 25 people left in fighting the guards.
When you have villagers and rocks versus armored guards with spears, it usually doesn't turn out very well.
No.
Sylvia.
I'm going to hand Vlad the Strahd puppet, push her way in front of him.
What am I going to do with this?
I'm going to point my finger at the 3 idiots, especially the one who hit her first, and then I'm going to Thunderwave.
Oh. I'm not supposed to do anything with these.
She just wanted to protect her puppet.
It's like it's kind of one of those like baby hold my puppet, like you know how like most girls are like
my errands.
yeah hold my flower.
All right, DC 14
Mad.
Con on a Sycophant. Let's get them up here and see what they've got to offer. Where's their over here? Okay, Con. 1,
It's not at a higher
2,
level, but
3. All right, you got a 21, a 10, and a 14, and your DC was 14. So 2 of them saved, 1 of them took the full brunt of it. So
okay, so yeah,
if you want, you can specify
sorry.
which one took the full brunt.
The one that actually hit her with the spell that like nearly took out her HP.
Okay.
He'll take full brunt and get knocked 10 feet away from her. The others just take half as much, and they are not pushed. Just for positioning sakes.
All right, those 3 have all been injured, and one of them's been knocked further away. Apotus.
Epotus is going to, I guess, is Duroc on the horse?
No,
No
Derek's
one
not
is on the horse yet.
Okay, then you know what? Finally, Epotus spends half his movement to get on the damn horse.
Yeah.
And then he looks down at Victor. Actually, wait, no, this would be a vampiric horse. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he pulls the sword out, takes the reins with his shield, and he points towards the crowd and is just like, onward!
Go ahead and ready an attack.
Charge!
And then he's going to ready his let's see which one it is. Yeah, he's going to ready his channel divinity once he's within range of like this whole group. He's going to use his channel divinity.
Okay.
Oh, he's saying onward towards the guards?
He's saying onward towards the mob.
Oh boy.
Scare everyone away.
All right. Suddenly, from the north, kind of like behind one of the houses, a crossbow bolt comes out of nowhere, aimed at the horse. 15. What's your armor class?
11.
You took 6 piercing damage, and you notice when you look north to see where it came from, you see the guy who had the fur cap that was cocked rakishly over one eye. He has fired at you from between the houses. Meanwhile, the sycophants look around, realize that they are in a lot of doo-doo, and decide, let's see what they're going to decide here. They decide to stand and fight. They are mad, and one of them
Yeah, obviously they're trying to fight the PCs.
Raises their voice and says, "You have killed the only salvation you had. He is no salvation for you." And he points at the Baron and says, "Now you will suffer Strahd's anger."
And you will suffer our anger.
I'm just making this face like, are you fucking kidding?
I don't know why they're still trying to control the crowd. There's war going on over there. We're too far away to do anything.
The first one moves his spiritual weapon towards Sylvia, the one that hit her before, and gives her another 9 damage with his spiritual weapon. He is only using the spiritual weapon this time. The second one they're all doing the same. They're basically doing spiritual weapon attacks.
Oh yeah.
Attack
By the way, myself, or Vlad rather, Dirok, and Apotus all still have Bless on them. I cast it at the end of the last, or near the end of the last session.
Yes.
Okay, use it when appropriate. They cast spiritual weapon. Vlad is the second one that gets attacked. Throw this on the next one. And come on. He misses. The next
Clang,
one
clang, 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 clang.
attacks Epotus. Eight definitely misses, and the last one will decide to attack the horse because Apotus is riding on it.
And the horse, you're a bigger target as a horse than you are as a person.
But doesn't make any difference. He missed anyway. 7 doesn't hit. So, at least I think it misses even on the horse. One of them hit. Sylvia is injured badly again, but as usual, the other 3 missed. Victor, it's your turn.
All right. Following his rider here, Victor is going to charge towards the crowd, being imposing but not necessarily going for an attack yet. I'll pause there for Apotus to do his ready to action.
And as we arrive to here,
I got 20 feet more. Are you going to use it there, or?
I've got a 30-foot radius on it, so I may not be able to use it this round.
He can move further.
Well, I can keep going. I stopped like here, but I can.
How far could you go up?
see.
Yeah, if you could get to like here, that gets everybody.
All right. So I'm gonna go up to here then.
And then he brandishes his shield and uses his channel divinity and brings in it's a very bright light, but somehow it seems to make everything darker. And he tries to inflict fear upon the amassed mob.
Okay, so they have to
my minion.
roll wisdom.
Minions.
They are my minions.
I'm not sure they're your minions anymore.
No.
I mean, like, they're unruly minions, but they're still minions.
I'm not. No.
I think they all failed. The highest roll I got was an 8, and one of them was a nat 1. So, yeah. I think they all failed. So they are all feared, basically?
Yes, so they cannot move any closer to Apophon, and they have disadvantage.
Oh, Apophan's here?
Sorry.
Oh, Apophan's here? Yeah.
Oh.
Freudian slip.
I was me all last night.
Yes.
You noticed.
We all
And
love
they
Apophon. We're
they
glad
can't
to
move
see
closer to him and have disadvantage to attack him. And
Alright.
yeah, so that's what he did. Okay,
Vlad,
and then,
you're up.
so,
I'm not quite
he
done.
gets to do the rest of his turn because I triggered He triggered
Yeah.
my thing by moving within range.
Yeah, so let's see. Victor is going to kind of rear up, kind of menacingly and whinny loudly, and he will go ahead and ready an action to trample anybody who's stupid enough to get closer.
Very good.
I don't think
That's
they
all.
can get closer.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're-
also, the arrow that was in his side, it pushes itself out and falls onto the ground with only a small wound left behind.
Very good.
Hmm.
Now it's Vlad's turn.
Now it's Vlad's turn. The Psychophants are still attacking us.
Yeah, at this point they are.
All right, I am going to create a where is it? A spiritual weapon of my own.
And have the same results they did.
It's basically a giant overhead fan at this point. It's just cooling everyone off.
Yeah, I think we've got 4 of them. One of them seems to be doing a pretty good job, but one of them's 4 of them are just
Against
swinging her.
Sylvia.
Yeah, she's the only one that's getting hit. All right, Darok, what are you going to do?
All right, so I know that a thunder strike or the what is it? Thunder strike, thunderclap, or whatever.
Thunderwave. Yeah,
Thunder
one up
wave.
behind you.
Yeah. It hit 3 of them, but only one of them actually failed to save.
Yeah.
2
One of them,
failed.
one was
you saw one.
No, 1
You
failed.
saw
Yeah,
one
one
get pushed
failed.
back, and then 2 of them didn't move.
Which one is that? Darok's gonna
The
focus
one
him.
that's the one that's over here, I'm lagging terrible. That one is the one that got pushed back and got hit the hardest.
Okay, that's within range. Darok yells "fools" and charges for the furthest one. And oh yeah, I forgot -2
You will
I forgot
go
about my
within
range charge.
5 feet of the outer one.
Of
though.
that one. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still raging, so he could take his attack of opportunity.
Okay, he stabs out with a dagger. Twice. Well, I guess he only gets 1 on me. And he misses.
All right. No worries. That's the further
Hakuna
intimidation.
Matata.
And then he's gonna take a swing.
And you hit him for 7 damage.
Darok said, "Stand down."
Okay, so I never actually got to finish my turn. The summoning that weapon is a
sorry.
bonus action, and I just got skipped. I wasn't
Go
trying
ahead.
to interrupt
Go
you.
ahead.
It's
You
fine.
were I
Sorry.
couldn't hear your voice. It was like you had a hand over your microphone, and I didn't know what you were saying.
Okay. The rest of my turn is just going to be smacking the closest guy in the face with my mace.
All right, that's
It's a
that
mace
one.
face smack.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
God.
That's a miss.
Is there anyone around here has a bridge I can jump off of?
No,
You
don't
know,
worry. Darok will just take care of everything for you guys.
I mean, we can load 7 Days to Die,
Oh,
and we
wait.
can have Xantigen build you one.
Ah,
Oh wait, yeah, bless. Does that help with attack rolls?
not in my case.
Oh. No, but I mean, like, so bless, is that attack rolls or
Bless
save
gives
rolls?
you a 1d4 that you can roll on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Oh, so all of them. Okay.
Yeah. It's better than guidance like that. I cast that after she tried to cast command on me. Because I am my own man.
The guards, as they see the villagers starting to cower away, they stop attacking and begin to move back to try and bandage up the people in the stocks. The lower group of guards grab 2 people that had been trying to talk with them and pull them out of the mess and away. The people apparently had some kind of information that the guards wanted, and the guards had been trying to communicate with them when all this broke out. So they basically pulled them down and away from the rest of the mob. The other guards on the other side are just basically standing and watching to see if there's going to be any more trouble happen with the people in the square. Sylvia.
You guys can't see my face, but I'm very angry right now.
Let's see here. What
Why
can
are
I
you
do?
Why are you angry? You can always go grrr.
Because they're surrounding Heinrich as well and helping him. That's not what I want them to do.
Don't worry.
You're busy. You're busy with the shit in front of you.
Yeah,
you don't have
well,
to
I got
over this
here,
town
see.
in the name of the Dawnwatch. You can execute him later.
I have 2 more rages left, so that's fine.
He is single-minded when it comes to Heinrich. I'll tell you what.
Heinrich is
Yeah,
the
no kidding.
Antichrist.
Let's see. This guy's within 5 feet of me. This one right here
Yes.
should be. Yeah.
I just smacked
Yeah,
him.
they're all
I
in
didn't-
melee range.
I tried to smack him.
Whatever it measures, that's representing melee range.
She's just going to like shoot outside. This would be the point where she is like,
Use the sword.
Shut up! Shut up!
You can slap him.
This is also true.
Smack him with the
but,
puppet.
But see, this is the point where she's pretty much like, I should be freaking out right now, but I am so mad that I am actually going to stick him in the ribs with the rapier.
Yeah, it was a short
Go
sword, but
for it.
yeah.
Go for it.
No, she.
Well, no, she-
Oh yeah, I thought this. No, yeah, it's the short sword. Is it still 1d8 for the short sword, or is it a different number?
1d6 for a short sword.
Yeah. it's a
1d6.
six.
I will fix that real quick.
Do it.
And it's just gonna be labeled rapier, but it's the silver.
Okay, as long as
silvered
the
short-
damage
short
is right,
sword.
that's all that matters.
I'm channeling the Emperor.
Do it.
Whoa, you got a good roll there on it. And
With that one roll, you've done better than I have this entire game so far.
and you do 8 damage
I was
on that
originally
guy.
going to
But he seems to have a fair amount of strength. He's still ticking, and you just kind of like make him angry, it appears. Epotus.
Epotus looks down, still showing the shield with the symbol of a monitor on it. He kind of tries to use his legs to sort of kick Victor into like moving more this direction to kind of
Yeah,
be more
horse. Get
physically
up, horse.
between
Move.
the group over there. And
No, I still understand. Come on.
I know, but you put him in a position where he's used to just steering with his legs, man.
This is degrading.
Yeah,
after this.
Victor's
Hold
being
on.
pounded in the ribs.
Good, you damn vampire slag. And then he holds his blade out, kind of high in a threatening position, and he just calls out to the villagers and just says, "Your attempts to inflict your justice upon these poor souls is at an end. You are to put down your arms and return to your homes. Or do I need to come closer? Closer."
Oh boy.
It's okay, Derek will just stir their hearts again.
You definitely have impressed them, and between the spell and your words, they take off running as fast as they can off towards their homes. They are running away very fast, and at that moment, as they distract everybody, another crossbow bolt comes out from the houses and shoots towards Epotus. And 22 actually hits Epotus for once, but it's only 5 damage.
Congratulations, you're a porcupine.
And so, yeah, 2 arrows are sticking out, and he looks over his shoulder at where they came from.
Target acquired. Orbital VSAT online.
Who shot them?
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah,
They
him.
were there. And then he says, Victor, I apologize profusely for kicking you. Can we go say hi to that one?
The pale horse nods.
And the sycophants are now going to attempt to continue their attacks. And
I'm going
where's
to
their
die.
sheets? Did I close out
No,
their
you won't.
sheet? I apparently closed their sheets out. They are gone.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
If you have another Thunder Wave, you can go ahead and use it. Darok's not going to be phased.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens when I get to my turn if I live.
We got a comment on the stream. Holy crap! Is she using the silver sword, short sword?
Yeah,
yes,
no,
yes, she is.
Yeah, I actually did use it for like. She's actually mad enough not to think about the stupid thing and just actually find the first sharp object and just stab someone with it. There's mindset for you folks.
Okay,
Follow the
4
mindset.
attacks. First one is always Sylvia, and as usual, Sylvia's attacked are hit, but only for 2 points this time. All the others, I believe, miss. Vlad's was a 13, Epotus's was a 12, and whoever the third one was, Victor, was a 6. So none of you guys got hit. All right.
As per usual.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
sending a spiritual weapon all the way over here?
They've been moving
Spells.
it with you every time.
It's like this little ghostly thing has just been following you
Yeah,
around trying to
they've
hit
just
you.
been,
Come
they've
here.
been
I'm gonna
whacking,
get you. I'm gonna get you.
pretty much. They've been whacking at you, but you just keep running away from them. It just never quite gets to you.
I like to think that, like, the guards over here, like, they saw me charge in, and then, like, the sword floats after me, and they just assume that it belongs to Epotus.
You know what I think? I think this is reverse racism. They're trying hard not to attack the orc.
See,
They're
that's
afraid of
terror.
the orc.
Oh, okay, that works
got-
too, I guess.
You've
Some affirmative
intimidated them.
initiative here.
All
Yeah,
right,
I want some
Victor.
affirmative initiative.
Oh, God. All right, Victor,
Do I
you
have
can
to
do
actually
your
do an
charge
intimidation
action.
roll against these jerks?
Okay, so, yes. The pale horse, its flank, the arrow wound knits itself shut, and it turns towards the archer, pawing the ground for a moment, and giving these fellows just a moment to dive out of the way before it charges full tilt into this guy.
They fall to
I
one side and the
this-
other in desperate moves. Okay.
All right.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Get
He's
wrecked!
pissed. You
Wait.
have angered the vampire horse.
You
So that
shot him
is-
twice in the ass.
The horse.
27 damage and a strength save, please.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Ah, yes. First, let me get this strength save out of the way so I know whether he's up or down. 14 actually saved, okay. And now for the 27 damage. Let's see how much he's got here. You took him down in one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can shoot at the pale horse.
I think, alright,
You're
one,
like,
that's a new
Oh
thing.
my god.
That's a new thing on our group, the pale horse.
Does that make you POTUS death?
That makes you a rider on a pale horse, I know that. You are definitely riding on a pale horse. The problem is this horse has long fangs when he smiles.
Two, I think
Is
that's a
it sad that I'm
definition
just
of bitch
picturing
you
this
thought.
horse like? I'm just picturing the horse like right now, like frothing at the mouth as it ran up, like ah, I'm fucking kill you, and just murdered the guy.
And with that, it is Vlad's turn if he wants to start taking down the sycophants.
Well, continue. You know what? I'm going to. Well, I'm going to do my. I'm going to do my spiritual weapon roll. Oh, I actually did something.
Yeah, which one did you attack?
Let's go with this one. That's been. Well, we'll wait. Which one has been smacking Sylvia? This one down here
No, the one that she pushed back.
has been
The one that
smacking her
Durok's
with the
fighting.
spirit sword. Okay, then he's going to throw fan blade right down on top of his head.
That's our new name for spiritual weapon is fan blade.
No, it's a literal fan blade at this point. Like it's turned from a great sword into a 3-bladed fan that just descends on my enemies.
Yeah, and if it misses, it just gives them a nice breeze. But that one hit, so he took 7 damage.
And then I'm going to make you start rolling. Same one.
Okay.
Let Durok kill him.
He rolled a drumroll 5. He did not save, so he took another 3.
Okay, so this fan blade descends, spinning, shaving off the top inch or so of his skull, and then a jet of flame comes out underneath it and boosts it back up into the sky. That's how that works. Flavor.
Yeah. I'm just picturing this ninja blade coming and going. Dirok, what are you going to do to these fools?
So this guy's still alive, the one that Vlad just attacked?
Yes, yeah,
The one that
it's
Durok's
still,
been
they're
attacking?
still ticking pretty good. They seem to have been a lot stronger than it looked at first when they were playing like they were weak nobles.
Interesting.
It's as if over the course of 1 week they've become much stronger than we
It
ever
all-
could have imagined.
It also matters whether the DM knew what she was pulling out onto the board at the time.
Right. Alright, so then Durok is going to again attack.
And that
Oh,
hits.
come on, that has to kill him. No?
Nope, that doesn't kill him. But it
Wow.
knocks. That finally is starting to knock a pretty big hole in him, but it hasn't killed him.
Wow, Lady Wachter was easier to kill than these guys.
Yeah, well, these were kind of her guards. And
Oh, right, they're guards, not guys.
the guards are not going to do anything this round. They're just basically defending everybody, trying to get people to calm down, and they're just kind of like watching what's going on over at your end. And Sylvia.
You know what? Since it worked the first time, she's probably just going to be very stab happy and just continue to stab the person in front of her, which is, yeah.
That hits. And let's see, he's still got pretty good points.
Quick, the bard went psychotic.
Hippotus. Basically, your entire targeting system is now on the sycophants.
What's the how much HP does the horse have?
I'm back at full.
You're back at
but
full. Okay.
yeah, 21 if you wanted the total. Or 19, sorry. Is that right? Because I thought it was 21. No, it's 19. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do anything fun. So I guess he'll just ready an attack for if his new best friend brings him within melee range of anything, he'll give it a swipe.
Oh, we will.
Another charging attack. The
Yeah,
villagers,
close enough.
the villagers disappear off towards their houses. They just continue to keep running away, and the sycophants slowly they turn and start attacking. All right, the guy that's been attacking Sylvia has somebody right in his face, So he is going to attack Dirok this time. And he's
Good.
going to throw both his inflict wounds and his spiritual weapon this time. And the inflict wounds critted. Dirok just took 21 plus 28. 49
Of what?
damage. Halved, yes.
Of what kind of damage?
It is necrotic.
So then, yeah, half. So 21 is 10?
No, it's...
And 28 is 14?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So 24 damage.
So I'm down to 22 then.
Anybody else would have been rolling a new character. Dirok can take a licking and keep on ticking.
Yeah, if I hadn't gone Totem Bear, I actually would be down right there.
And the person that was more wounded before and has been hanging back is now going to take his attack with just the spiritual weapon on Sylvia. And missed this time. Of course, it's not the same one that had been hitting you, but it missed. So it will then do its inflict wounds since the spiritual weapon missed. Boy, the game is hard. And it hit for 18 damage. You're down, you're 7, what you're down to?
Wait, what? Sorry.
You took 18 damage from inflict wounds.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm down.
Yeah. And you had lots more than that, so you're just unconscious. You are down, and number 3 is going to attack both of them. In fact, are going to attack Vlad. One of them hits for 24 necrotic.
Ow.
And then the spiritual weapon. Both miss. Victor.
Okay. All right. The pale
This
horse
fool.
is going to charge over here and try and trample the sycophant in front of Sylvia, and Apotus will also get his attack.
Okay, take yours first since yours is ready.
You should have gone for Hanrek. Just saying.
So
We have
15,
bigger
and
problems.
He's got to make the strength save.
Yeah. Before you do your, I need Apotus's first, since he had a readied action and you're in range. Right, that would have been a miss. Now this one is definitely not. 13 bludgeoning damage. Let's see what he had left here. Yeah,
15.
15. It's always the higher, or what?
Yeah, it's savage attacker.
Okay. So 15. He is still up, and then I'll give the strength save. And strength on this guy here. And he rolls a 8. He is down.
Oh, god damn it. I finally get to make the second attack and roll a 1.
I mean, you can stomp on his corpse.
I think he went down as in Crone.
You Gallagher the melon.
Yeah, he's just prone. I'll put a prone symbol here on him. I turned him over.
Actually, if he's prone, I get advantage, so have 10 more.
Yeah, that you're correct. You do. So he takes another 10. He's looking pretty bad, but he's still alive.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can't hear you.
Yep.
your camera looking a little. Okay,
They had an ominous red flash.
it
Yeah.
was his evil aura.
Yeah, it's
I don't
system
think
gets
that
a little wonky.
pen took off. Let me try again. Yeah, it didn't take off. All right. So he's starting to look pretty beat up, and we are up to Vlad. If Vlad's still ticking, he's got a hit.
I'm ticking a little bit. Well, first off, ceiling fan will defend. Will descend.
That's a hit.
Another inch or so of his skull comes off of the top. Probably got a red beanie on at this point.
Yeah, he is looking really, really bad now. He's bleeding from a lot of wounds at this point, and he's beaten with hooves and everything else, and he is prone, just for the record.
Then Vlad will kneel down, stick one. Did Sylvia collapse like on her back or on her side or on her face, or what happened? Did she face plant? Is she pushing up daisies?
I'm just gonna say probably dropped to knees, but she's still holding on to the sword that's stuck in the other guy that got trampled. So probably when he got knocked over, she went with him.
Vlad will just kneel down next to, her, hook one arm underneath her and one of her arms over his neck, and try to stand up with her. As they stand up, she feels invigorated once more.
Very good.
So 14.
Yep. You gain back some hit
13,
points.
sorry, 13. No, wait. 15. Okay, final answer. Plus 3 is 15.
Okay, so since
I can math, I promise.
Oh, it's okay. Just double checking, because like the original one, like adding everything in, like dropped me to -11. So just
It
add
doesn't
No,
that.
matter.
you go to 0.
Okay. Just double check. I couldn't remember. I was like, was it 0 or like?
Unless you
So I'm back
die
up to what,
outright, you just go to
14?
0.
So you now have 15 points of health.
Right.
Okay. Just making sure I had it straight. Okay.
All right.
I'm probably going to spit blood and be like, that really sucked.
Yeah, you're choking up blood. The guy who in front of you is choking up blood. Dirok, what are you going to do with the guy in front of you?
Try to keep yourself off of the ground.
I actually have a question. These guys over here are guards that are doing nothing?
They're
next to
they're
Alexander?
they're apparently interviewing a couple of people that they were trying to talk to when all hell broke loose.
Okay.
It
Before
best
Derek
you can
attacks
tell,
again.
best everybody can tell is it had something to do with the tiger, but they didn't get much chance to find out more.
Yeah. Alright, so before Derek attacks, he's gonna yell out, "Guards! There are still minions of Strahd living! Come and show the devil you don't fear him!" And please let this kill him, because I'm getting
Yeah.
tired of...
He is still alive, but it's
No!
like there are strings of his flesh hanging. He is starting to look more like he's a zombie than a living person. But believe it or not,
Oh my
this
God.
guy is still barely alive. He
Has
is,
more health than we do.
Zombie
yeah,
looking,
he
you
is
say?
a bloody mess. All right, and yes, the guards look up, and one of them yells, "We are doing what we must to find out why all this occurred." And they go back to interviewing the people that they are talking to. And the others are...
Derek yells back, You bunch of bitches!
You really need to fire them.
Sylvia,
Like I said, Derek still has 2 rages
after all,
left.
their
He's probably gonna
boss
take
is
it out
still
on the guards.
alive and being held in the stocks. And as a matter of fact, they're starting to unlock the stocks
Okay.
on Strozny and the Baron. They're starting to release him. Sylvia.
Alright, so is the guy that was trampled, is he still alive? Or no, he's dead.
He's the guy
He's
that is
trampled.
in front of you is another. There are 2 of them here that are clinging to life. by a mere thread, and that's one of them.
Okay. Okay. So just because I'm a spiteful little rat,
Very good. You controlled it.
Roll.
yeah, no, she's gonna stab him right in the face.
Okay, and I'm
Reach
gonna
down,
go
just
to-
kind of
yep,
poke
that
You
him
have
one's
once
in.
more.
advantage.
Yeah, that's
He's prone.
true.
You have advantage.
He's prone. You hit him for 6, and that is enough to end his misery. He is dead.
Take his head.
2 seconds. I want to see if I can do one last thing. Nope. Okay. I don't have enough bonus actions. Alright, we're good.
Epotus.
Must construct additional pylons.
Yeah, no.
Are you just gonna go ahead and say I'm close enough to hit this schmuck?
Just do a flying leap, of
If
course.
not from
Look,
melee,
he would-
no.
He would be technically be on the horse, so it should be the horse's range, not his. All
No,
the way
it'll.
up here.
I mean, it's kind of technically. What do you say, DM?
Okay. Yep. I guess you're in 5 feet there.
Okay. Then yeah, let's give a smack to that guy.
Or
My
not.
rolls return. Or not, yeah. No, I mean that's
He's kind
Totally
of.
He's not used to riding horses.
I've got a big head and little arms.
Just dragon fire him at that point. Bah.
I
All
already
right.
used the dragon fire to try to fear the crowd, and it didn't work. To try to fear her and her entourage, and it didn't work.
Oh yeah, sorry. Forgot about that.
Down there, I forgot to take some spells off here. I gotta get that handled. All right. So they've still got a little bit. We're going to be whacking at people again. Inflict wounds. Only 3 of them this time. One of them's dead. All right, Sylvia's missed this time. Vlad's 15 does not hit, right?
No.
And Epotus's is 22. You just took 17 necrotic damage. All right, now they have spiritual weapons that are fanning around here. Sylvia's 14 hits for 2 damage. Vlad.
Wait, since one of them is dead, wouldn't one of the spiritual weapons disappear?
Yeah, there's 3 left.
Okay, I lost track of count. Forgive me.
Vlad's missed. 15 is not enough, and Epotus's hit again and critted for another 6 force damage.
6. Okay.
And it is Victor's turn.
All right. Let's see. So I am going to go ahead and back off a bit, paw at the ground, and then do a charge into this guy here.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, 7.
And then after that,
does
I'm gonna circle around to kind of put a POTUS in range of both these guys.
Okay. Vlad.
Are we still fighting these guys?
Yeah, they have a lot of HP for some reason.
Strahd.
So, Vlad is just going to continue with his ceiling fan of death.
A lot of ceiling fans whipping around here.
Mm.
That one hits. Which one were you aiming at?
It's the one right in front of Durok.
Okay.
It is the fan that steals evil.
No, Derek can kill it. No.
Okay, so what happens is the fan descends right straight down in between this sycophant and Dirok keeps going down right until it gets to about, Adam's apple level, and then goes straight through. Dirok
Yeah.
probably gets a red shower.
Yeah.
At least it'll keep him raged. What?
There are
Zzz. I
two.
gave him the closest shave possible.
There are 2 sycophants left. This one down here is injured from Dirok's attack of the last episode. This one, the one that you just pointed to, is almost uninjured. It is still going strong. So, Dirok.
I
what
think
you
I can
gonna
let
do? You have something else?
Yes.
Go.
The spiritual weapon only takes my bonus action.
Right, but
Yep. So we're gonna hold on.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one that is nearly full.
Okay. No, you're not.
It's a laser laser! Pew pew
It
pew
goes
pew!
zinging right past him and out in and makes and probably almost hits a raven on a roof. Bounces off and almost comes back on you. And Dirok, it is now your turn.
Alright, I'm within 5 feet, so if I move away from this guy, I
That's
take an
correct.
attack of
That's
opportunity,
correct.
right?
Yes. You can move around
I
him,
will
but
take
you
it.
cannot move away. Yeah, okay.
Yep, I will take the
Right.
attack of opportunity.
All right, so he's going to have to use his weapon because melee attack and 20 hits. So you took 4 piercing damage, so 2.
I'm still good. And the rock is going to go ahead and attack this guy.
Okay.
You thought you could get away from Durock before?
You still
Yes,
can.
you probably can.
Oh
And
dear.
that ends my turn. See, this is why I don't taunt before attacks. I taunt after.
That's generally a good piece of advice, yes.
Yes.
The guards have now completely unlocked the Baron and Isaac. They are rubbing their wrists and gesturing about something. They're very upset about all this naturalese, you can imagine. Sylvia, it's your turn.
Hey, you know what I'm upset about? The fact that we're getting our butts handed to us by a couple of NPCs.
Yeah, well, we picked the fight with them, so this shit happens.
No.
Crazy question. Which one looks to be in for worse of wear are the 2 psychophants?
The one
The
in
one
front of
I'm at.
Direk.
And then POTUS
Considering how
looks to
strong
be...
they are.
Yeah, POTUS seems to be low on health.
POTUS is at 10 health.
Okay, yeah, this will work then. Alright, so I'm gonna look down at Jerk over here and be like, You killed your boss, you killed your friends, and now we're coming to kill you. You ugly, stupid, vampire-loving little SOB. And I'm gonna continue to use vicious mockery on him.
Are you
I
using the
figured
puppet?
that, yeah.
No, she's just pissed off and like pointing the sword at him
Aw.
now. You're holding the puppet.
I would have thought you would have taken it back at this point.
She got knocked out, man. She's been stabbing someone and they got knocked out. When would she have time to take that back from you?
Okay, so roll your vicious mockery
It's
damage.
not rolling. All right. Once again, it's being a butt and not rolling. So that's the
4
roll for vicious mockery.
damage
It's a
on-
1d4.
And you threw it on the
And-
guy that's injured
Oh,
or the one that's not injured?
Guy in front of Durock, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw. And then he'll have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
I forgot about my positive 13.
He rolled an 18.
Damn it! Curse my low spell save.
Okay,
Alright, so then he takes nothing. But since it was the main thing, I'm going to healing word on the POTUS. See if that
Yay.
works. But I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, so 9. POTUS gets 9
I'll
back.
take it.
Yeah, anything at this point. Yep, absolutely. All right, and it is
Wait.
a POTUS.
We have bless on, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
You're not the only one who's been forgetting. Though I rolled, I keep rolling that one, so I don't think that'll help me much.
There, 18.
Okay, and you are swinging at the sod in front of you. 18 hits for 5 damage.
Popping another divine smite.
Okay, so that was a total of 15 damage on him. He now has some holes knocked in him. And it is his turn, unless anybody has leftover
Has
actions.
he become a priest?
Pardon?
He's holy. Has he become a priest?
Oh, yes. Since he's
Ba-dum-bum.
throwing
Get outta
cleric
here.
spells, he may have, yeah. He proceeds, since he's got a POTUS in his face, he is going to throw his last inflict wounds. And come on, slow thing. He misses on the inflict wounds, so he'll now use his spiritual weapon on a POTUS, and he misses on that. As a matter of fact, he probably takes 1 damage as it comes boomeranging back and whacks him in the shoulder.
I'd be okay with that.
Victor. Oh no, I've got one more Sycophant that is attacking Dirok here. His last one. 18 hits for 17 necrotic damage, so 16 is 8 necrotic. And the weapon, he misses.
Why do
Victor.
I keep seeing ominous roll?
That's just whenever it rolls the things
Oh,
that you can't see.
I have the option for ominous roll.
Oh, because
my
I've got
character.
your character selected there. Now you can't see it.
Ah, okay. Alright. Well, nope, I can still see it.
That's odd because it's not on there right now. I don't know. I'll put it on as on.
I'm the new DM.
Apparently, yes. I'll just take it off the bar and then. All right.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't.
It's just a way I can conveniently do my will. Or did they lose morale?
Your rolls.
Or whatever?
I know what it is. I just didn't know why I had it.
Victor.
Yeah, so Victor makes a hoof attack against the guy in front of him.
Okay.
Nothing too special this turn.
Well, it's special enough to give him 8 damage. Let's see what he does on his save.
Oh no, he didn't charge, so no save.
Okay. All right, so he took 8 damage. Vlad.
Vlad is going to not use the last couple spells he has, and he's just going to make this. Well, he's going to move his Sealing Fan of Death over to that guy.
Okay. Give your roll.
A spiritual weapon. Keep in mind this is my bonus action.
That one hit for once.
And then he's going to walk up to this guy and try face mace smack.
Whack. No.
Hold on.
No.
Will 14 be
Oh,
able to
yeah.
hit?
14 will, yes.
Okay, let me roll it then. Will 12 hit?
No.
Okay.
Dirok.
Alright,
Can you finish
question
him?
about... I possibly can. I do have a question. If I throw down my weapons, am I able to grab my great axe and still
Yes.
attack?
Yes, as long as you
Yes.
just drop what you're holding, you can still
Yep.
drop.
That's what I'm gonna do then. Darok's gonna drop his hand axe and shield, and he's gonna pull out the great axe. swing it down. Does it kill him?
Oh, let's see. It certainly knocked a hole in him. He is hanging on by a thread.
That's better than probably what my hand axe would have done. So
Yeah, it definitely knocked a big slash in him. He is not in good shape, and he's holding his rib cage together, trying to keep the blood from spurting out too fast. He's in real bad shape. All right.
then Dirok goes to him. Time to die.
Better than living with him, and he points at Vargas.
Vargas? Oh,
Oh, the Baron.
Vargas.
Yep.
Baron Vargas Volakovich. And the guards are gesturing wildly at the people. There's some kind of big conversation going on about something, and they're pointing in the direction of the stockyards. They're gesturing wildly and talking to them, and the guards are writing a whole bunch of stuff down. Something that they've got, some piece of information is pretty big there. Sylvia. Sylvia?
Sorry.
Sylvia.exe has stopped working.
I got muted somehow. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold any major action, and then I'll just throw healing word as my bonus at Vlad, just because, and I'll do that also at second, because she knows that people got hit, and actually, yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna do it at first level. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'll say this to the healers. Don't worry about Dirok yet.
All right, so
Oh.
Vlad, you gain back 8 points. Hipotas. We've almost got this in the bag.
This fight. It dragged on.
We're gonna slashy again.
I'm waiting for the next great breeze to blow through and kill us all.
12 doesn't quite take him down. You have 2 people here that are in really bad shape, though. You have another action? Might be enough.
No, I'm saving my my last spell slot for the day.
These guys glare at you and just say things to you like, "We'll be back." And they do their last attacks. If there has anything they can do. 1 at Dirok. See what that one gets. 15. What's your armor class at the moment?
7. Well, no, actually it's 16 because I dropped my shield. I just
Shield's
updated,
2
so I'm at
points.
16.
Shield is 2
Oh,
points. You're
15?
at 15. It hits for 15.
Oh, okay.
You took
It's
17.
for 15.
17 necrotic, so 8.
I am still ticking.
And now the spiritual weapon. 12 misses. And the other guy, he's bleeding out, but let's see, we've got Vlad and Hipotas there. He's going to attack the Vlad, I think. This one and this one. Let's see what we got here. That one missed. 19 hit for 6 force damage. The spiritual weapon hit you.
Hit me?
Yes.
Okay, you said 9?
6.
6.
6 damage. 19 was what I said the 9 on. It was a 19 roll. But it hit you for 6 damage. And he basically is glaring at you. Victor.
All right. Let's see. Victor is going to go ahead and try and trample this guy again.
Unless have you got bless or anything? Nope. You don't
Nope.
have, so 11 misses.
Bummer.
Vlad.
The one right up in my face is the one that hit me, right?
Yeah, and he's got mortal wounds, but he's still hanging on.
Guess what, mofo? I can do that too. Ceiling fan of death coming through. Meow. I'm gonna roll it.
Just a second.
13.
13's enough.
I
You
don't
hit.
think so.
You hit.
I did hit.
Yes.
Okay. Did it kill him?
He drops and he's bleeding out. He is not long for this world. There is obviously just barely breath left in him. But he is, at this moment, barely alive.
So Vlad sees that Dirok is starting to get in trouble. He doesn't even care about this guy. He turns and starts to leave. And as this man raises his weapon for a final strike, the ceiling fan of death comes in through the back of the neck and out of the front. He then goes over to Dirok and uses his last first level spell for Cure Wounds. So a total of 12.
So you
Yeah.
gain a little bit of health back. Dirok?
Dara grins with renewed vigor and then comes crashing down on this guy.
Yes, indeed he does. Indeed he
He
does.
cleaves him in half.
He does
He cleaves him
indeed.
in half from shoulder to stomach. Not just the head like the girl, like the woman. He takes out his chest and arm as well.
One half falls to the right, one half falls to the left. Plop, plop.
Then I can move. I want to keep my rage. I reach Alex. Or I can move. Well, here, let me see. That is 30. Yeah, that's well within 30. So I'll just come up and get in the range of this guy, and then my turn.
Okie doke. Very good. And probably the guards are talking. Sylvia, you may have the last act if you can do it. Lynn?
I'm at a loss of what to do, honestly. Like, I'm probably just going to stand
Insult
here.
him to death.
Yeah, I guess I could Vicious Mockery again. See if it works. Damage, and then of course it's the which one is it? The Wisdom saving throw? Yeah,
Yes.
and at that point she's just probably just gonna be like, I am too fed up to just insult you. You're just
He rolled
die already.
He rolled a 20. That's the only thing he's got left to his life is to resist your insults. And by golly, he's going to resist right down to his last breath. He is
If I
not
knew what I could roll for improvised weapon, I'd kick a rock in his head, but
pretty much a POTUS. Your chance to do him in.
wait, aren't we keeping one of them alive for questioning?
Nope.
Should-
Not now. Not
Okay.
Not
now.
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
And I just realized, like, wait a second.
Oops.
And with that, you are out
Well,
of
you have to
battle.
do
And
Alright.
you
Vlad
need...
starts munching down sensu beans.
Yeah. Yeah. You are completely out of battle, so you can tell me what you are going to do for your current state of heals and so forth.
The pale horse kind of like lowers in the front, like to gesture for a POTUS to go ahead and get off.
Yeah, he hops off.
It then bites the headless body of Lady Wachter, picks her up, and runs off with it towards the darkness.
God damn
I
it.
am so hungry.
I'm sorry. That's like from that game you guys play on Tabletop that horrible roleplay game you guys play on Tabletop Simulator with the lion that has hands.
It's like, this is mine now. Bye, guys.
I'm just going to yell after the horse, Try to save the robes!
All right,
Like,
guys.
save the clothing.
This turned out to be quite a battle that you started out here. What are you going to do?
I think that
I'm
was the
gonna-
hardest boss fight yet.
And the boss itself was the easiest part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
that's
kidding.
what's funny. Yeah. Of course, you didn't get
Welcome
her.
to D&D.
I will tell you that had you chosen to fight her elsewhere, she wouldn't have been quite so easy.
So, the guy, the thing, the doll, him. We need to get him.
I mean,
The
he's
guy.
not dying anymore.
No, I don't care. We just need to get him because reasons. I am a little loopy right now. Did I die?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit! No wonder that feeling sucks. Okay, yeah. No, we're totally fine now. No, I'm not fine. This is horrible. What the hell? Why did we get into this thing right now?
Darok's not listening. He's just moseying around, grabbing the lady's head, and then going back to grab his weapons and the upper portion of the guy he just killed as well.
I'm trying to load something, so I'm quiet.
Yeah. No, that
Ooh,
really
what the?
sucked.
I figured.
I just saw the little devil puppet.
Remind,
It's
somewhere
not
along in the battle, Vlad, it dropped out of Vlad's back pocket and is laying on the ground.
Behold, Amstrad!
I'm just going to pick it up and tuck it under one arm, just to hold on to it. But I'm just also going to be randomly looking off in some random direction and just talking to like nothing.
Okay. What are you going to do? You going to interview people? You going to go find a place to hole up? What's your
I'm gonna
plan?
go to Disneyland.
Victor's having lunch.
Right?
Epotus gestures for the group to come over, and he goes up to the guard captain.
Okay.
Guy, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Captain, report.
Well, as you saw, we had a riot on our hands, and we understand some of them are taking apart House as well as we speak. But those people down there, they knew about the tiger and they did nothing.
What?
Those people down where?
And he
Those
motions
people.
to the two townsfolk that are being interviewed by the guards.
I'm gonna start walking in that direction.
He says, all right, what we need to do is we need to make sure the rest of the town is secure. Do you have the numbers to do that and quell any other uprisings that might randomly happen across the town?
Thanks to your help with making them return to their houses, yes, we will be able to impose martial law. We will be not allowing anyone out after 10 p.m. tonight.
Excellent. You've done well, Captain, and he gives him a good pat on the shoulder and just says, keep it up.
And he nods and looks very relieved that all this is over because it was entirely beyond his capabilities. He was so young. The Ravens, meanwhile, had been watching all this like spectators in a stadium seating, finally take off and fly away from the roofs.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice that?
Yeah. It wouldn't take, since they're making a lot of squawking and noise, it wouldn't take a lot to notice that they are flying off. But yeah, the whole group of them fly away with a lot of cawing and squawking.
I'm gonna
Is it-
keep making my way towards the people.
Is it
Towards what? Oh, the people.
perception or investigation
To
for finding out about the Ravens?
this
I just want to make sure that they were the innkeeper's ravens and not Strahd's.
Okay, give me a perception.
So my computer
give
just
me-
crashed.
Give me. Yeah, give me a
Would it be
perception roll.
perception or
Yeah, give me a perception.
perception?
Yeah, you're pretty
14?
sure that these. Yeah, you're pretty sure that certainly they seem to be kind of the friendly group, and were just hanging around and flew off towards the inn when they flew away. So you can pretty well guess that they are the
Okay.
pets or whatever
Correct.
it is. This odd group of ravens that hangs around with the innkeepers. So
Not gonna question why the innkeeper has ravens. He knows that the ravens are friendly at least.
He didn't tell us.
who
I don't
he?
think we ever asked.
Yeah, you didn't
Wait,
ask
what?
anybody about the ravens.
Well, no, when we first went into the inn, I talked to the innkeeper, and I believe I remember talking about him about, oh yes, you know about the ravens, and he like nodded or something at me.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
just,
I
he
kind of
just about all he did was he just kind of like nodded, like yeah, and there's ravens out there. Yeah, of course there are.
yeah.
He when he talks to you about ravens, it is a very matter of fact kind of appearance that he has. Like yeah, well, of course there's ravens out there.
Yeah, and
But
Dara
the-
kind
the
of takes it
why
as
of
they're
it you
his
don't know.
ravens. Yeah,
Yeah, you're just assuming that they have that.
yeah.
Durak is
I'm assuming.
Got it. Got it.
Darak's assuming. He has no
Yeah.
reason to distrust the innkeeper yet, so
And certainly Victor will be able to say, when he gets back, he'll be able to say that they did seem to be genuinely interested in protecting him and keeping him out of harm's way when they were trying to get him out of the riot. All right.
Did you see my emote there? Did
Yes.
Victor
yes.
find anything of interest on her body before burning it?
1 second, if you would, please.
I'll go ahead and read the post for the stream's sake. Victor, after drinking what was left of Lady Wachter's blood, would search her body and take anything of worth before burning it to a crisp and heading back towards the group.
Now we're adding burning people to our list of burning.
You are carrying around her head. You have no room
I
to
did not burn her body though.
You have no room to mention anything about. Oh, so now we're burning corpses. No. You're carrying around her head. You just-
Yeah, I just followed out a biological imperative. I think I get out on this one. You know, I'm not so sure.
To be fair, I'm also carrying the upper torso of one of her. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't
what
think
point
that
I'm gonna make.
helps.
I don't know what kind of point that is, but I'm just gonna say it.
See, at least with Victor's actions, he's ensuring that no one gets risen as another vampire.
Yeah.
And this
Me
one,
taking off
another
heads
vampire.
isn't that? Me taking off heads isn't that?
No, that's ensuring it too. But he's just making sure it doesn't come back as like a headless vampire. I don't know how that shit works. He's the vampire, not me.
Victor, you found a pouch on her body with 55 gold in it. And you also found in that pouch a silver key.
We're gonna go search a house. Save it.
Victor will give everybody 11 gold when he gets back.
Thank you, Victor.
There are
Vlad
kind of-
pockets the coins.
And there are
there are-
indeed, she did have a mace. It is a normal mace, if anybody wants the mace. And she did have robes that she was wearing, but they don't appear from anything you can detect as you handle them. You don't get any feeling that they have any magic aura, but you, of course, haven't really cast anything on it.
I already have a mace. I'm good.
Do.
And I'll also pass on the torn, bloodied, blood-stained robes.
Yeah, I think those would probably get burned. Like, I don't think they'd be in a good
No!
state. But Victor, when he gets back, he seems to have a bit of a spring in his step, and the lower half of his face that you see it seems less pale than,
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah, he
So-
just
He
had a
says,
really good
"Things
steak
settled
dinner.
down."
First really good meal he's had. There was one other meal, but we won't discuss that one.
Vlad looks at Dirok and then Victor when he returns, and then
I do?
what?
I think you mean a POTUS?
But my brain is off.
It's all good.
I'm
Okay.
assuming Vlad is close, so Epotus takes over Vlad's body and makes him. Epotus looks at everybody else.
Are you playing your magic jar guy again?
Yeah. Assuming direct control.
Oh,
You know,
God.
he just he looks over at the three of them and just says, "It seems that there may be an opening in town hierarchy."
Opening
You
Yes.
for
cannot get pinned down.
an opening
I didn't
for
say anything about
contender
being
for
pinned
mayor.
down. What I'm saying is that there may be benefits to this unfortunate situation.
Yes.
Arok looks at the head in his hand.
Unfortunate.
Would you put that
Yurok
down,
have
please?
all his benefits.
Yep.
Victor looks at Dirok and says, "Would you kindly put that away?"
And then he continues with, or pass it to me, one or the other.
These are Darok's trophies, not yours.
The guards
Yes,
usher
that is why
away.
you should put it away.
The guards usher away rather injured Isaac Strasny and Baron Vargas Volakovich off towards his manor. They are limping and very injured, but the guards are guarding them and taking them away to the manor. The coffin maker has been left in the stocks, in his bad shape, all bruised up and bloodied, but he is in the stocks. And they are also escorting the man and it looks like a man and wife towards the manor as well, the ones that they were interviewing. They are going. Are you going to go rest somewhere? You have a couple of opportunities, or are you going to be going to the Volakovich manor?
I wanted to
Darok
follow
wanted
the
to
people
talk
who
to
were
the
being interviewed.
All right.
Darok wanted to go talk to the Baron.
All
I
right.
would like to check in at the inn. The innkeeper tried to protect me as I left the crowd earlier.
Of course, make sure that they're well.
Yes.
So
And then four of them then... Go ahead.
Victor's going alone to the inn, and the rest of you are
No,
going.
I'm not going to split up from the others. He's suggesting we
He's
go
like,
to the
"No, I
inn."
did that once already."
I think at this point I've already
No,
split off. I'm
dear, no.
following the people who are going to the manor.
Don't
As
you
the Rock.
know you never split the party?
All right,
Too late,
so
it's already done.
everybody
In
will
case.
follow the Baron to his place, and we will take up at the Baron's next week. This is it. We will stop here. For anybody who is listening out there, who's tuning in to our audio, I encourage you to go to GaryCon.com, GaryCon.com. The annual convention to remember Gary Gygax, who was the father of D&D, is coming up March 8th in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So if you have a chance to get up that way, go to the website and you can get tickets and find out all about the convention. Very exciting thing, and I'm hoping one of these years I can get up there and see it myself. And I thank you all for coming. Thank you very much, team. You're a great team. And we will see you next week.
All right.
Alrighty.